Lazevo likes to talk about life while he's shooting people in the face. Lazevo.
What is going on, everybody? It's Lazevo here again, and I just thought that there's a lot going on Twitter and YouTube, a lot of drama. You know, save the drama for your mama, if you ever heard that. But I don't even know what that means, but I like the way it sounds. It sounds cool. But looking at what's been going on, I figured that there's a lot of you know me. I like to talk about life while I shoot people in the face, right? So I'm looking. That's just how I think. I'm older, right? So I look for life lessons in a lot of situations, a lot of things, and I think there's things we can all learn from this. Not just related to YouTube, but just for life in general. And so what I thought I'd do with this video is not really talk about the gameplay, just kind of touch on some of these points that I kind of noted. So I guess number one, first things first is don't take this YouTube stuff too serious. You know, that starts a lot of the drama. People are taking this way too serious. People are, you know, I guess some people should, maybe because it's their job, but the majority of us are just doing this for fun or doing this because we like games, and you know, the little bit of extra money on the side is okay too, but I mean, for the most part, it's just fun. It shouldn't be serious. It's video games, you know? This is a hobby. It's great. It's fun. You know, relax a little bit. Don't take this stuff too seriously, you know? Why so serious? That's because it's a Joker thing, you know? So, like, don't let this stuff get to you, you know? If you're a commentator out there, just relax a little bit, you know? Remember why you started making a video, you know? And I guess if you started making it for money, you probably did the wrong thing. In my opinion. It's not about that. You know, you probably started because you love video games and you want to share it with some other people that like video games. And, you know, who knows? I just think that if you take life too seriously, you know, there's a quote that said, don't take life too seriously, no one makes it out alive. And I think you can say the same thing about YouTube. Don't take it too seriously. It's not going to last forever. You know, life goes on, things come up, and you know, it's just a temporary fun time of your life, so just have fun with it. Okay, that's point number one. Point number two, we can all learn from this is that we should try to be original in life, you know? Like, I guess somebody once told me at work, they said if he was talking about relationships, but he said if two people are exactly the same, there's no reason for the other person. And so, and that applies to YouTube, that applies to life, you know. If you're exactly the same as someone you work next to, why have both of you, you know? Like, there's no need for people that are identical. You want different opinions, different ideas, different philosophies, mindsets, ways of approaching things. It just pays to be original, you know. Try to have some original thoughts. Think outside the box. See what you can come up with, you know. Don't just look at what other people are doing and try to copy that, you know. There's a time to copy people, and usually what you do, my boss at work told me one time, he said, if you want to be where somebody is, like if you look at a vice president, you know, you need to go talk to that person and then be willing to do everything that he did to get there, but not necessarily a direct copy. When he says do everything he did, like if he worked 12-hour days, you need to be working 12-hour days. If he, you know, learned how to, you know, get another degree, learn a different skill, you need to be willing to do that. So I guess in terms of that, be yourself, be original, be you. Don't try to conform to something you're not, but you know, be willing to work as hard as other people have to get where they are. And so that's point number two. Point number three, do what you say you're gonna do. This is huge for you guys, you men out there, but live up to your word. Hold true to your word. You know, in this case, you know, someone said they were going to leave a like on a video. Okay, and they didn't do it. It's the easiest thing in the world. Just do what you say you're going to do. You know, if you're not going to do it, don't say you're going to do it. I hate that. Do what you say you're going to do. Live up to your word. You know, that's point number three. Point number four, the truth always comes out. Mark Twain had a quote. He said, if you always tell the truth, you never have to remember anything. And I love that quote because that just says, like, if you're always constantly worried about telling the truth, then you know, you don't have to remember anything. You're just going off your past experiences. It's the truth, so you don't have to remember lies and stories and you know. So I think that the truth comes out eventually, And if you try to lie, if you try to cover things up, if you eventually you will be found out, whether that's now or later. Usually the later it is, the worse it gets. The farther you get down, you know, one lie usually leads to another lie to cover up the first lie, and so on and so forth, until you're in a web of lies. Some people lie so much they don't even know what's truth and what's lies anymore. So just tell the truth. Tell the truth up front, and know that if you don't, you're eventually going to be exposed. That's point number 4. Point number 5. This YouTube thing, you got to look at it. It's entertainment to some people, and some people like to start this drama. And those are the trolls. Those are the whatever, however you want to call them. But the thing you got to remember is attention to your channel equals views, which equal dollars. Those people that are after dollars are after views, and they're willing to do whatever it takes to get the attention. And that means likes or dislikes. They don't care if they're the most hated person on, you know, I mean, sometimes that's even, you get even more views being the most hated person. Think about wrestling, like WWE wrestling, if you guys watch that. Sometimes the bad guys are, even though everybody hates them, everybody knows them. You know, there's some of the most popular guys. You know, popular doesn't necessarily mean good. It just means well known. And so just keep that in mind when you're seeing this YouTube drama, this stuff take place, that sometimes people start it just purely to start something and get their name out there. And don't necessarily buy into what's happening. Don't buy into the hype. So, I don't know. Those are 5 things that I came up with. I think we can all learn from it. Save the drama for your mama.